Welcome back to the preseason episode in the Carolina Panthers franchise. We just started preseason, and I, of course, immediately went into the free agents pool, started digging around on who I could find there, and there were actually some pretty interesting players in here. The roster is filled to the brim, 71 players on the team. This setup, I don't think this is even worthy to talk about here. We did find Branson Robinson, for instance. So I feel like this is a good addition to this group here. Fullback stays the same. Wide receivers, I just started plugging a few dudes in there. We're gonna see who really makes the cut then. I feel like most of these deserve a shot. I brought back Tyquan Thornton. Torrey Horton was the rookie that I picked, and I'm actually going to be boosting him a little bit more. I think he's going to be wide receiver number 3. Antonio Williams, 20 and 69, already pretty highly rated, actually, if you ask me. Tight ends, no changes here. I actually didn't go looking for anybody. On left tackle, I did bring back Wyatt Cutler out of free agency. Why? Because Logan Bruss is 68 rated and 3 years older. So to be brutally honest, I think I'm going to be cutting Logan Bruss when it comes to that. The left guard here, Laken Tomlinson, that's the mentor for Joe Farmer. Joe Farmer will be the starter here. CJ Green was available though. And this is basically on par, right? They're very much looking the same. I might even just use both of them, see who develops a little bit quicker. But yeah, there's that. I do like that CJ Green has slightly higher strength, all right? Awareness is also almost on par. So we'll see who gets the nod then, all right? On center, it's pretty clear cut. Rasheem Bates, Matt Paradis. Right guard, again, Juwan James returns as a mentor. Lindsey Rainey is my starter here. Xavier Truss is a dude that I did pick here, and Johnny Cornelius, same thing. I think they'll be in the practice squad just for the time being. Ricky Stromberg is my clear starter. AJ Jackson here. Otis Daniels, a dude that I found in free agency. He will be on the practice squad, no questions asked. Left edge, Brandon Dory is the starter. Cameron Jordan was available as a freaking mentor. So which again puts me in a position where I'm saying, well, I'm not sure if I want to keep Chico Bennett around at all. I might just put him on the practice squad to let him develop there a little bit. And Neil Woodcooks was available. He's super young, already pretty highly developed, so always a head scratcher. I'm using him on the Titans though, so that's a little bit of a cheat code maybe. Right edge, Fadil Diggs, Robert Quinn as a mentor, and Paul Paulson was available. Again, practice squad dude. D tackles. Now this one is really full, right? Landon Jackson starter. Davin Van starter. Fletcher Cox mentor. That is clear. But then I've got Tyleek Williams, 2274. I might even slot him in instead of Van. And Tommy Eichenberg is just there, kind of moved him over. And Austin Huffman, a dude for the practice squad. Left outside linebacker, Jemiah Trotter, clear starter. Khalil Mack, a mentor. Do I need a mentor? I'm not sure. But Ash Green, I want to have him here. And Javier Hurst was available in free agency, 2165 practice squad. What else? On mid linebacker, Stutzman's the starter. I've got Luvu behind him and Bobby Wagner as the mentor. I forgot about the mentor, so I'm going to be cutting Levante David immediately. I completely forgot about you, Bobby. I am sorry, my man. How could I do that? Right outside linebacker, this room is completely set. No changes there. Cornerbacks, I did bring in a few more here just to kind of mitigate JC Horn's situation. I've got Horn as a starter. I've got Henderson in there, Travis Hodges Tomlinson. Steven Nelson is a mentor. Domani Jackson, a newly drafted player. I will be moving him up. That's as clear as day. I want to see him develop. To Kamarion Richardson, we've got AJ Finley. Then we've got Teddy Watson, who's 21 and 70 already, which means he's overtaking these two within a heartbeat. All right. And then we've got Denver Harris, who's 21 and 69. Also looking pretty interesting, actually. Another free agent. Free safeties, Kalen Bullock, Hudson Clark, Kamari Wilson. Looking solid here. This might be a little bit of a question, but I just gave Hudson Clark a new deal, so I'm just going to stick with this one. Jamie Robinson, Malik Mustafa making up this room. Looking good, kicker and punter. So we're pretty much set, actually. And we've got quite a few picks again, we know that. Now we will be diving into the training camps, sessions, and then just moving ahead, clearing out players, shaping the team to end up with a fully finished, polished team, ready to dive into the 2025 season. In this segment of the preseason, I'm showing you the training camp training sessions that are available here. I will just be going through them. I won't be repeating them. Basically, you're doing certain drills, skill drills here. I've got Bryce Young down here. I can't move out of the circle. I have got 6 seconds, and after that I'm sacked in air quotes. And I will have to take a look at which players I can hit. I cannot choose the plays at all. If I manage to hit it, I get a point. If I don't manage to hit the target, then I won't get a point. We are outmanned. That means that we are a player less, of course, on the field. So it is harder. We're actually not only one player, we're a lot of players less. Double the numbers there. We are looking at Laviska Shenault, Marshall Jr. Those are the ones I feel like are going to work well. There we go, Terrace Marshall taken down. And yeah, you just have a certain amount of time here to go through this drill and accumulate points. Every time you complete it, you do get a certain bonus. So there's always that happening. And there we go. Slapped away, bonus goes away again. You can't choose the routes, which is something that is just an interesting thing, because I would like to choose certain routes, of course. I do understand the decision. You shouldn't be able to cheese it. So there we go. And then if you score a touchdown, you get more points. That route was absolute dog poop. So there we go. And you can see how hard it is. The coverage is always there, and you can't really choose. So you can't even mitigate that one. And you can see how good our defensive players are at the moment. Absolutely rocking it. Doing fantastically. Maybe Jonathan Mingo will be available here. I think he will, yeah. All right. Perfect accuracy, but out of bounds. All right, didn't count. Oh, come on, dude. There we go. All right, Terrace Marshall, and you can see we score a touchdown, and we start again. All right, we start again. 18 seconds to go. That was perfect. Terrace Marshall Jr., let's just step out of bounds here. Stop that clock. We've got bronze earned, so we will get 1,500 experience points. And you can go up to 10,000. This is cool if you've got a rookie quarterback or something like that you really want to develop. But for us, we already have our quarterback set, so there's no real need to get experience points or whatever. And there we go. 4.9 seconds still remaining. Going to be looking for Mingo on this one. Might be available. There we go. Nah, coverage was there. He was not completing his run, so that's a little bit strange. Let's go. Can we get another touchdown? Let's see here. Nah. He doesn't really move that well, and we earn a bronze medal. Doesn't matter. Let's continue. Next training drill. This is going to be for Frank Gore Jr. It is a rushing attack. Means the running back will have to get as many yards as possible. We do have a blocking help on this one here. And, you know, we got to try and get into the end zone. It's basically the same idea. But you have some help here. And to be honest, the number 33 dude, that's Tyrion Davis-Price, he's not really helping us that much. No, it's not. It's George Gregory. So we're on our own. We do score a touchdown here. That's fun. I like this drill. I like this drill a lot. And Frank Gore is 23 years of age, so I think he should be getting some practice sessions here. But Stutzman and Luvu are doing a fantastic job at shutting this one down here. Come on, George. That's great. All right, that's exactly what I needed, just to block to clear that route. And we're working towards the bronze goal here. We're not quite there yet, but I feel like we will be getting some points. So bronze has been earned. That's great. The younger the player, the more impact these points have, of course. Oh, Stutzman. What was George Gregory doing? I don't know. He wasn't really blocking. There we go. The pylons here are basically simulating offensive line players that are opening up or not opening up, just moving forward for the pressure. Yeah. Number 33, he was kind of just running away there. That's fun. Come on, block it. Nice. Sometimes it works better, sometimes it doesn't. Just like basically in the real game, right? Oh, I ran into my own player. Come on, Frank. Here we go. There we go. Very nicely done. Can we get to 2,500? I would really like to achieve this. And we have the speed. Danny Stutzman is giving chase. And there we go. We get bronze. We would have needed, I think, the 35,000 to get silver. Next up, we've got a wide receiver battle. This is a wide receiver drill, in case you've never seen it. Basically, what you've got to do is you've got to run a route and call for the quarterback to pass to you. And he's going to pass. And if you catch it within one of these circles, you kind of get a buff. So there's that. It usually makes sense to kind of cut away from a QB, and then you have to be in the right position. All right, first time controlling Torrey Horton. There we go, just like that. And that's a secure catch within the 200 circle, so we get some points there. I've also got 5.5 seconds here. After that, I count as being sacked. So there we go. Bronze earned, and this is great because this counts towards a hidden target. It does count as reps, so that's positive. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man, that dude is sticking to me, man. Is that Kalen Bullock? I don't know. Who is that? No, it's JC Horn. All right. I understand why this is feeling so hard when you're playing against a rookie cornerback. It's not as bad usually. So there we go. Cut. Try to run the different route. There we go. Just lead the defender a little bit. Wide receiver battle. Bronze. That's fantastic. Red zone attack. Basically the same thing again, but this time we are in the red zone. So we kind of have to get into that end zone. I'm using Williams here. There we go. Going down. This is the easiest area, of course. I tend to go like this, and then you just try to get away. Go, 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 go. Catch it. Ah, well done. All right, perfect accuracy. Bronze earned immediately. You do get slightly more points from this one here. And it's basically just get away from the defender. Maybe lead him on in the wrong direction. And try to stay in bounds when you catch. Go left. Then R2. And now lead him. Oh, and that was not a good pass. So we're down to the multiplier of 1 again. Catch, catch, catch. Here we go. 200. Nice. Hut, hut. Whoop. There we go the other way. We've got a few seconds left. Go, 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 go. And there we are. 200. Could have tried for the 400. Let's go for the 400 this time. Cut. Let's go. Oof. All right. That was quick. Bronze. Coach Brandon Dory has had a strong camp and has continued to build on that this preseason. Where has he improved most? Stopping the run. He's getting a lot better at the point of attack. He's sound in his gap assignments and has really improved at disengaging and making the tackle. Reckon we're going to get a boost here. Let's see what happens. On the rise, +5 block shedding. Hell yeah. Bye week. Always one of the most exciting times when you really reassess what you did all off season long. We have to cut 17 players. That is no surprise, but before we take a look at that, right, Zach Wilson has a knee cartilage tear. That is not great, because that means we need to bring in a quarterback, otherwise we're going to be short. A quarterback, that will certainly impact our choices in terms of cutting players. It will certainly be one of these dudes here. I don't really mind anybody here too much. I feel like, you know, Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, I've got nothing against them personally. I just want to have a dude in here that can be a mentor. AJ McCarron, Trevor Siemian. I'm going to bring in AJ McCarron. I never used him before. He's also Jimmy G's around here. I'm going to use Jimmy G. Why not? Why not use him? He's not that expensive. And he can help us for sure. Alright, I will be cutting him as soon as Zach Wilson returns, so there's that, but we now have to cut 18 players. Things just got easier, right? We're going to upgrade the players, but we're going to do that in bulk upgrade. There we go. Won't be doing this individually. Because this will, of course, impact which players we will cut. I will be doing this in the NFL roster view to get a better overview. Alright, so we've got 3 quarterbacks sitting here. Zach Wilson, we could cut him right now actually, but since he's injured, that wouldn't be too clever. But Jimmy G is our backup. Alright, so running backs. I don't want to cut anybody here. I actually like this setup a lot. I think Branson Robinson, again, he can take over certain roles. And we again have this very, very good free-flowing combination here. Fullbacks, alright. Wide receivers, this is the first one where we really have to think about what we want to do. Antonio Williams, he's 20 and 70 rated. I will be putting him into the practice squad just to get that going right there. I feel like he's not bad, but I didn't draft him. I didn't really choose him. I just snapped him up out of free agency. Same as Tyquan Thornton, but he has already proven that he can be a valuable asset. Tight ends, gonna stay that way. Left tackles. All right, I think it's time to say goodbye, Logan. No hard feelings right here, but you're just almost on par with the Wyatt Cutler. And yeah, he'll be outgrowing you very quickly. Left guard, let's see. I've got two equally rated players here. Joe Farmer just got a new deal, all right? So not going with him would be kind of stupid, right? What I will be doing, though, is I will be using CJ Green on the practice squad. Why? Well, he's young and he can grow there. I don't really mind that. At center, clear-cut affair. Right guard. All right, stuff going on here. Juwan James is the mentor. Xavier Truss, 24 and 70. I know I just picked him, but I'm not really happy with this. And Johnny Cornelius is basically the same thing. They're both on rookie contracts. I don't really want to cut him. I don't want to incur the penalty here. So I will be using him on the practice squad for the time being. We can always clear that out later. Right tackle, similar situation here. Otis Daniels, I will be putting him on the practice squad. I rather have younger players joining if we really have an injury to starter. So, left edge, let's take a look. Cameron Jordan's here. Do we really need a mentor in that position? Or can we just use Chico Bennett? Or tell you what, I'm going to cut Neil Wilcox. He is a good looking rookie, but I am using him on the Titans and this doesn't feel fair, all right? Chico Bennett, can I put you on the practice squad? Yes, I can. All right, let's do that. Let's have you learn there. Right edge, Fadil Diggs, Robert Quinn, and Paul Paulson. Remember, we want to push into the playoffs, and I would like to get the Super Bowl this season. All right, just putting that out there. I know it's surprising, but whatever. So, Austin Huffman, you are going to join the practice squad as well. There we go. Boom. We've got 5 D tackles. That's a little bit too much. Landon Jackson's a starter. Davin Van. Then I've got Tyleek Williams and Tommy Eichenberg. To be brutally honest, Tommy Eichenberg is the one that I'm kind of shuffling around, not knowing what to do with him. And I'd rather have Fletcher Cox as a mentor in here, doing what he does best, without this one here kind of being the spare wheel. Left outside linebacker, Jeremiah Trotter. We've got Khalil Mack. We've got Ash Green, and I've got Javier Hurst. Javier Hurst is compared to Ash Green, he's lower rated. I know I brought him in out of free agency, and I will kind of stick with that. I'll put him on the practice squad. I don't know how many we have to cut all in all, but yeah. Right as a linebacker, that works well. Cornerbacks, all right, let's get going here. This is going to be a wild ride. Denver Harris, we actually drafted this dude. Teddy Watson, I found him in free agency. AJ Finley, 2370, and Kamarian Richardson, already overtaken by the 21-year-old. So I will be cutting you, and I will be cutting the other dude. Let me just put you on the practice squad, just for the time being. But AJ Finley, 70 and 23, it's still not horrible, but we are, we could be doing better right there. And then when I look at these here, Teddy Watson and Denver Harris, I just feel like Denver Harris is the dude to go onto the practice squad. We might bring him in during the season. I just hope I've got space there. No, I don't. All right, so this is where things get snappy now, because now I will be cutting down the practice squad. And I have the cornerbacks, both of which are here. And I will be cutting AJ Finley. Why? He's just, yeah, he's the same age, but he's slightly worse off compared to the other dude. And I really don't want to have too many positions double in here, all right? So looking at Xavier Truss and looking at Johnny Cornelius, Xavier Truss is slightly higher rated, but he's also slightly older, so I will be releasing him. Might bring him back later on. I don't know. You never know what happens during a season. 2 D tackles, Austin Huffman and Tommy Eichenberg. I'd rather keep Tommy Eichenberg because he's already proven. Plus, I just brought in a really, really young D tackle in Tyleek Williams, who certainly might be taking over that position anyways. So let's go back to the cornerbacks and let's get this one here done. I think Denver Harris is the one to join the practice squad. He's just the lowest rated dude. Just grow there. I don't mind that. We never know what's going to happen with JC Horn during the season. Yeah, I'd rather enter it like this. Plus, we've got a mentor to help grow, so there's that. Free safeties. This is a super head scratcher now. I've got Hudson Clark, who I just gave a new deal to. And I've got Kamari Wilson, who's a rookie, and who's already looking a little bit more interesting, right? He's not a scheme fit, but he's just looking a little bit more interesting. What do we do with Hudson Clark? Can I put you on the practice squad? I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to put him on the practice squad. Let's see what Kamari Wilson can do. I'm not ditching Clark, but Bullock just is my starter, and Kamari Wilson just looks a little bit more developed. Jamie Robinson and Malik Mustafa, that works. Kicker and punter, there we go. Plus, we have the practice squad filled quite well here. There's actually not much more to do apart from... Oh, we still have to cut 2 players. Oof. Well, all right, let's do that. Let's take a look here. So, quick check here. All right, I mean, this situation, not too happy about it because Zach Wilson's taken up that spot. And, I mean, I could try entering it, but I think I need to have 2 quarterbacks. So, there's that. Can I put someone else onto the practice squad? I'm actually not sure. I think I have too many dudes on certain positions, but I'm actually pretty happy with this. I already cut this down pretty well. Yeah, this one here, Ash Green. I'm not sure if I want to have a mentor here. On the other hand, you know, having a backup like Khalil Mack, that's actually not too horrible, right? Ash Green, you're gonna stay with us, so there's no question asked because you're young, you've got talent, but still. All right, let's go. Let's take a look at these here. I should cut this down one more. The question is if I really want to keep a mentor around, but I think Domani Jackson could profit of that. And Teddy Watson is basically the same thing. On the other hand, I'm going to put him on the practice squad just for the time being. Oh, I can't anymore. Dude, come on, man. Come on. This is... Sometimes things are fun. All right, let's take a look. Do we have any position double? All right, I've got CJ Green. I've got Johnny Cornelius, who, to be fair, I don't see myself keeping anyways. Can I just release the dude? Ah, so that's the sneaky part. You got to put him on the practice squad, and then you can release him, and it won't cost you a thing. All right, so there we go. There's that. Apart from that, I've got DeCamarion Richard. I've got so many cornerbacks sitting in here at the moment. Let me just move Watson onto the practice squad, and now's the time to also release DeCamarion Richardson. I don't really see him, you know, as someone that I need to keep by all means. He's not bad, but he's just not a player that I need to keep right now. So we are actually pretty much done for this week. Not episode yet. We're going to move into next week. It's the first week of our 3rd season with the Panthers, and this is where I will be leaving this episode and ending it. We have built the team. We have brought in interesting new prospect players. We have solidified areas that might have been a little bit shaky. I did bring in John Feliciano instead of Matt Paradis here. We've got solid mentors for those young players up front that I'm still sticking with them. I'm still sticking with them. I will be bringing in the other left guard as soon as Zach Wilson is back from injury. It does suck that he's injured, but yeah, he will be back, and then Jimmy G will be cut. We're also incorporating interesting rookie players here. Domani Jackson, for instance, and Talik Williams. Very excited about that one here. We still have areas that need to grow, like this one here for Dill Diggs, but he gets a mentor to help him out. He will be moving into the 80s rating pretty soon, and that will be very positive. Same goes for Stutzman, and same goes for Talik Williams. I'm pretty sure about that. We have a lot of very good player material set in the practice squad already. I've got players in here that are just waiting to go, that are pretty much ready to go. And as soon as we start cutting certain players, for instance Jimmy G, I feel like we really have backup materials here, and some of these will just be incorporated. Some of these probably will not make it. Some of these will probably be cut at a later date or in the off season. But for now, I really feel like the team that we have built here, even if it has more or less the same overalls, it just is a lot more stable, a lot more settled in itself and in its foundation. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to end it now. Next episode, we're going to be starting against Tampa Bay and their new quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, son of Coach Prime, of course. And yeah, with that said and done, guys, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do drop a like. Please subscribe. It means a lot to me, as you know. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much for making this special for me. Stay awesome, everybody, and see you next time.